Alabama has a long history of playing host to the struggle for human rights to be recognized and upheld.
The question today is, will Alabama recognize LGBTQ history, or will they continue to hide it?
The person leading the charge may surprise you.
Ambrosia.
Ambrosia Starling.
Ambrosia Starling. A cross-dresser from Dothan.
Transvestite.
That's a man in a dress acting like a woman.
I charge you, find out who he is. Who is this man that hides his true identity?
For 22 years, I was just an old-fashioned Alabama drag queen. Woo! Smell the ignorant sugar. You in Alabama now. Welcome to Dothan, Alabama. Please set your expectations for humanity back to 1968. Especially for a queer person. Growing up in Alabama is a lot like the Andy Griffith Show, with most of the nice things taken out. It was definitely tough. The thing is that in high school, rumors fly and kids can be vicious. So even if you knew someone else was gay, you couldn't really associate very closely with them. Because if there were two of us together, then we were automatically a target. This is what I had for a safe space growing up. And back here in this little corner, behind the fountain, this is where I used to pray for God to make me straight. Yeah, there's a lot of salty tears in that corner over there. It's been a total of 29 years now that I've been an entertainer. I started in 1993. 2-3 months later, I ended up being homeless because I wasn't ready to come home. I didn't know what home was going to be like. I also wasn't ready to give up being free and just having found part of who I was. Our bars and our clubs were everything. I was sleeping in my car behind the bar, and Dee Dee came outside and knocked on the window and said, what are you doing? And I told her, and she looked at me and she said, get your things and come upstairs. I wanted to make a serious impact on my community that lasted more than just the few minutes of emotional release that you get during a drag show. When I first started doing drag, it was my superpower. It was my secret agent disguise. And part of that armor is the fact that once I put on heels and a wig, I'm 7'3". So by the time you go from the top to the bottom with one good slow look, your attention is subconsciously already focused in my direction. You can't not look at me long enough to hear what I'm saying. It's not over! It's not over! Because we still have to protect each other and our children.
Homosexual agenda, all of it is evil, demented, wicked, unnatural, impure, and unclean.
Stop the hate! Stop the hate!
That movie
was in Sunday school. They taught me Jesus loves all the little children.
And that's what we're here today to tell everybody. The citizens of Alabama care. We care. I will take a lot of crap directed at me personally. The second you put someone that I love or care about in danger, or you try to take something away from someone that I love or care about, you're dealing with a whole nother animal. You're dealing with a whole nother animal. So that's the stage that I stood on to do my first political speech. And in the midst of my speech, I realized that I was standing looking directly at the place where I used to hide and cry as a child. And in that moment, I really felt like I was telling that little boy that you could now stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance. And when it got to the part where it said, with liberty and justice for all, that meant me, and that meant you, and that meant all, not just some. Straight people don't save our history for us. Every time an LGBT person over the age of 40 dies, 20 years of LGBT history gets thrown into the trash or into the burn pile with them. The first thing that the family would come in and do was defag the house. It's only been within the last 5 years that these state archives are opening their doors, and they're giving us the space to save our own history. These are now officially yours.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being a part of respecting history and the way we ought to respect each other. Without these things and these items, we're a collection of stories, but we don't have any history. My legacy to the children of Alabama is going to be a fabulous collection of jewelry that they're eventually going to put on display in the State Museum.
And what was fantastic about this collection was not only, receiving the pieces, but getting to talk to Ambrosia and hearing her story. You've heard the saying, walk a mile in that person's shoes. Well, Ambrosia walked hundreds, even thousands of miles in these shoes. And that is an incredible testament when you're looking at platforms. She went to protests, to marches. She spoke at the Remove Roy Moore rally in these shoes and did it all with the grace and class that she's known for.
Sometimes it hurts when you start healing. Oh, that's the best I can tell you. There's one for the books. 5 months old. What a happy, chubby little thing. That kid has no earthly idea what an amazing life he's gonna have. All the struggles he's gonna go through. But you'll come out on top, little man. Don't you worry.
Hello, darling. I'm talking shit about you.
Okay.
I met Ambrosia Starling while sneaking into the club. She was just spinning like a top through the whole entire song. I was very, very, very depressed. And if Ambrosia wasn't here, there's no telling if I would be here today or not. I know that for a fact.
In the book of Luke, it says that you should love God with your whole heart and without reservation, and love your fellow man in the same manner as you love God. That means that if you have reservations, those are yours. But all we're supposed to be giving each other is love.
Ambrosia told the gay community of Alabama to wake up. It took a drag queen to get stonewalled together. It was a sissy in a dress who said enough is enough, I'm tired of this bullshit, picked up a brick or whatever they did and hit somebody in the side of the head because they were tired of being fucked with.
I could not hide my queer flame under a mountain, even if I wanted to. Even when I was trying to bury myself, it still just doesn't work. It's been 29 years of struggle and sacrifice. I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I am not done yet.